In April I will go away to far off Spain or old Bombay and dream about hot soup all day. Oh my oh once, oh my oh twice, oh my oh chicken soup with rice. Good morning, friends. I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. Yesterday was a holiday, which means you have 3 days of weekend news to consider. Let's start the morning with our message. April 21st, 2020. Dear friends, today is Tuesday. You have been doing a lot of great writing. Today we will look at punctuation. Love, Mrs. Jones. So as we're looking here, punctuation is what we call our ending marks. And today I want to take a closer look at the way we're using punctuation when we're writing. So Bernard's going to sit for a moment. And this morning we're going to do 2 things. We're going to hunt for capitals and we're going to hunt for ending marks. So every time we see a capital, I'm going to underline it, and I would like you to clap. So you're going to clap while I underline. So we start here, and I'm going to start with my message. I have a capital in the word April because it's the name of a month. So important names get capitals. As I continue along, there it is. It's at the start of a greeting. I need a capital. So when I've got a greeting, those 2 letters that start each word in my greeting are capitals. As I continue on, did you clap it? Capital at the beginning of a sentence. Capital at the beginning of the name of the day of the week. Capital at the beginning of a sentence. Capital at the beginning of a sentence. Capital when I'm signing off. Capital at the start of Mrs. Capital at the start of Jones. Those are part of my proper name. So capitals there. Now if we look, we're going to notice something. We're going to see, after we get through the date and the greeting, that we use capitals right after our punctuation, right after our ending mark. Ending mark, capital. So that's the end of the sentence. The next letter has to be a capital. All the rest continue along as lowercase. They're not important names. And the next time we hit a capital is right after that ending mark, that period for punctuation there. We continue along and we come to another ending mark. Now this capital here is because of my name. And this is not an ending mark. This is one of those quick breaths. So the commas are not telling us to stop. They're just telling us to take a quick breath. I'm not going to circle them. So notice this pattern. Ending mark, capital. Ending mark, capital. Ending mark. This one is a capital because I'm signing off, but if my sentence had, or my story had continued along, this one would be a capital because it would be the start of the sentence. So when you're doing your weekend news today, I really want you thinking about, if you've used an ending mark, have you checked to make sure that the next letter is a capital? And if you're using things like the days of the week, or somebody's name, are you making sure that it's a capital at the beginning? That's our job that we're going to start to focus on as we continue with our school year. I look up here and I see we are at the 142nd day of school. So we're at day 142. The last day we were together was 141. Good work. And if today is 142, tomorrow will be 143. So 142 for our days of school right now. I'm going to erase this. And we're going to just look at our temperature today because yesterday was a holiday. I put up yesterday's for Monday, 31 degrees. Today we're back at 33 degrees. So we notice they're very close together, 31, 32, 33. So they were just 2 apart when we did our number counting just then. The rest of the week looks like it's going to stay kind of cold, so we'll wait and see if that really is true. All right, so now I'd like to just do a little bit of writing together of sentences just to go over what we talked about in the morning message, because that's what I want you working on when you're doing your work today for your weekend news. So I'm going to start with my sentence, and my sentence is, we will write our weekend news. So I'm going to say we, and right at the beginning we know, we. Now the rest are just regular words, no capitals. We know to leave spaces. We will write our weekend news. Now sometimes it's tricky. We think, oh, that period should go there. Listen, if it makes sense. We will write our. Was that the end of my thought? No, that's the end of the line, but that's not the end of my thought, so it doesn't get an ending mark. That just means, oh, I have to sweep back and go to the next line. My thought isn't done yet. Where does the ending mark come? When my voice stops and my thought is done for that sentence. We will write our weekend news. My voice stops, my period goes here. Now we would start with that capital. We will write our weekend news. We had 3 days off. So I'm going to continue. Because that's an ending mark, or my period, the next letter has to be a capital. We had. Is that the end of my thought? No, it's the end of my line, so no period yet. We had 3 days off. My voice stopped, my thought stopped. That's where my ending mark comes. I'm just going to use a period, but if you were super excited and you said, we had 3 days off, then I would use my exclamation mark. So when you're writing today, don't be tricked by the end of the line. Sometimes the end of the line is the end of our thought and the ending mark comes here. But oftentimes we're continuing on with that thought, and when your thought and voice stop, that's where your ending mark comes. When you reread your writing in your weekend news, you'll probably hear your own voice stop. That's where the ending mark comes, which means the next letter is a capital. Alrighty, so even though I went on for 3 lines, I only had 2 sentences, which means just 2 periods. We will write our weekend news. We had 3 days off. So you know your job for today. You are focusing on your ending marks and your capitals and double checking your own writing, because you are super writers. You know, one of the important things you do is reread what you've written. I'm excited to hear how you're doing today, and we're going to focus on this all week. I will talk to you tomorrow, but until I do, keep a picture in your pocket and a poem in your head, and I will do the same. Goodbye for now.